Yo, what's up everybody? Hope you're all doing well. We gotta talk about Bitcoin. It's the hot topic everyone's buzzing about. This digital gold rush has everyone freaking out. It's like the Wild West out there. People are throwing money at it like it's the next Facebook or Google. The hype is real. Lambos, mansions, the whole 9 yards. It's intoxicating, right? The dream lifestyle. But here's the thing. What goes up can crash. Hard. And I mean really hard. We're talking about Bitcoin potentially going to zero. Imagine that. Gone. Poof. Vanished into the digital ether. Just like that. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or even next week. But we got to be real, people. We need to face the facts. There are some serious red flags waving in our faces. We can't ignore them. We need to understand the forces at play, the potential pitfalls, the whole damn picture. It's crucial. Because if Bitcoin tanks, it's not just some Silicon Valley bros who'll feel the burn. It's everyone. It could ripple through the entire financial system, affecting markets worldwide. Think about it. Your life savings, retirement funds, even that emergency pizza money, all gone. Just like that. We've seen bubbles burst before. Remember the dot-com crash? It was brutal. Yeah, this could be way worse, much worse. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the wild world of Bitcoin and why it might just implode. Let's get into it. Stay tuned. Bitcoin started with a bang, or rather, a whisper. A mysterious figure, Satoshi Nakamoto, dropped this revolutionary idea in 2008, a decentralized digital currency. No banks, no governments, just pure, unadulterated code. It was radical. It was exciting. It was the financial middle finger to the system. Fast forward to today, and Bitcoin is a household name. Everyone from your tech-savvy cousin to your grandma has heard of it. But this rise to fame has come with its fair share of baggage. Volatility, speculation, and a whole lot of hype have become synonymous with Bitcoin. And that's before we even get to the potential problems. Governments around the world are starting to sweat about Bitcoin. They see this decentralized system as a threat, a way for people to bypass their control. And when governments get nervous, they regulate. Hard. China, for example, has already cracked down on crypto. They banned mining and trading, sending shockwaves through the market. Other countries are watching closely, ready to follow suit. Imagine a world where Bitcoin is deemed illegal in major economies. Its value would plummet faster than you can say cryptocurrency. It's not just about bans either. Increased scrutiny, taxation, and licensing requirements could stifle Bitcoin's growth. Remember, this whole thing was built on the idea of freedom from centralized control. But that freedom might be short-lived. Section 4. Quantum Quandary. Remember quantum computers? Those super-powered machines that can break encryption like it's nothing. Yeah, they're not science fiction anymore. They're getting closer to reality every day, and for Bitcoin, that's a huge problem. See, Bitcoin's security relies on complex cryptography. It's what keeps transactions secure and prevents counterfeiting. But quantum computers could potentially crack these codes, making Bitcoin vulnerable to attacks. We're talking about stolen funds, double spending, and a complete loss of trust in the system. Imagine waking up one morning and finding out that all your Bitcoin is gone, siphoned away by some tech-savvy hackers with a quantum computer. It's a scary thought, right? And it's a very real threat that could send Bitcoin spiraling into oblivion. Section 5. The environmental cost. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Bitcoin's environmental impact. It's a topic that often gets overlooked but is incredibly important. Mining Bitcoin requires a ridiculous amount of energy. These operations are not just small-scale, they are massive and sprawling. We're talking about massive server farms guzzling electricity like there's no tomorrow. These facilities are running 24/7, consuming power at an alarming rate. And guess where that electricity comes from? Fossil fuels mostly. Coal, Natural gas and other non-renewable sources are the primary suppliers. The carbon footprint of Bitcoin is already comparable to entire countries. We're talking about emissions on a national scale. As more people jump on the bandwagon, the problem only gets worse. The more popular Bitcoin becomes, the more energy it consumes. Governments and environmental groups are starting to raise the alarm bells. They are increasingly concerned about the sustainability of this digital currency. If we don't find a sustainable solution, Bitcoin could become public enemy number one in the fight against climate change. The stakes are incredibly high. Imagine a world ravaged by climate change, where extreme weather events and rising sea levels are the norm. This is not a distant future, it's a looming reality. Now imagine telling people that Bitcoin, this digital currency, contributed to the problem. It's a hard pill to swallow. Not a good look, right? We need to act now to mitigate these impacts before it's too late. Section 6. A sea of coins. Bitcoin isn't the only game in town anymore. The cryptocurrency landscape has evolved dramatically. Thousands of cryptocurrencies have popped up, each promising to be the next big thing. Ethereum, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, the list goes on and on. Each one brings its own unique features and promises. This crowded market creates competition, and not the healthy kind. It's a battleground for dominance. With so many options available, investors might start looking for alternatives to Bitcoin. They are constantly on the hunt for the next big opportunity. They might be drawn to newer, faster, or more environmentally friendly options. The market is always evolving, and as demand for Bitcoin dwindles, so too will its value. It's basic economics, folks. Supply and demand at play. Imagine a sea of cryptocurrencies, all vying for attention and investment. It's a chaotic and competitive environment. Bitcoin, once the mighty flagship, is now just another vessel struggling to stay afloat. The tides have changed. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and Bitcoin might just end up as someone else's lunch. Survival of the fittest in the crypto ocean.